Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 1st of June, comes to you from London. And it's the end of a short week in the UK, with the next 2 days as bank holidays for the Platinum Jubilee. So, 1st of June, quick look at markets. First thing is global reports gone out to enterprise clients. And the key thing is what's changed, and I always like to review the markets this way. This is a 104-page report with all the charts that goes out to our clients, with all the charts and targets to our enterprise clients. So the key thing is the star indicates what's changed. That's new this month. We put the star in because it's not always clear seeing what the bold changes are. So big changes are that Bitcoin has turned now very bearish. We've talked about that in our daily charts today. The UK stock market is looking a bit better, with the FTSE future nudging resistance, and that's quite interesting. And that's been driven by the oil majors in the UK. Nothing has changed in the energy space. All still looking very bullish on the long-term charts. Steel has just turned from bullish to neutral, and some of the precious metals, silver and palladium, have turned to neutral as well, and lumber has, and container rates and shipping have turned bearish. And of course, as I say, all the trends and targets are given in the report. So really quite key there. Looking at markets today, we've seen mixed colours on the screen, so we start by looking at the dollar index. That is looking a little bit better, just crossing into the cloud on the short term. Remembering this is my weekly, my daily, and my 60-minute chart. The euro is therefore just looking a little bit weaker against that dollar that's finding some renewed strength, and sterling also just falling away a little bit. Although we do still have these targets to 128, we do have a new downside target not yet activated. If you're trading currencies, keep an eye on the 1-minute charts. So here I'm looking at the 60-minute chart on my short term, very short term. We go to the 1 minute. Looking at sterling against the euro, we're sitting at 117, just a little bit weaker there, and this 116 low is really the key. Can that be held? We talked about Bitcoin. It is up slightly, but the fact is that we closed below that 30,000 mark, deactivating the upside targets to 83,000, and now we've got downside targets hanging over us. So cryptocurrency is now looking not at all bullish on those long-term charts. The S&P 500 index was down 0.6% yesterday, has had a little bit of a resurgence in recent days, but we are just testing the cloud from below on the chart, so that's quite key as well. The Nasdaq also recovering quite strongly this week, but again just falling away. The VIX volatility sitting in the high 20s still, so the fear index a little bit lower. We're seeing the Nasdaq future down by 0.2, the S&P up slightly, so markets relatively flat. Remembering that the UK market will be closed the next 2 days, we are just testing that strong resistance on the FTSE future. It'll be interesting to see if we can break that. The DAX in Germany up 0.2%. Also just looking quite a bit better than the US markets, in fact, so that's quite interesting. And we look at the CAC 40 up slightly as well. Japan was up 1.2%, but we saw Hong Kong, China and India all slightly down. India down 0.5%, just still struggling. And in fact, in that monthly report, we actually cover all of the bond markets. So interestingly, we look at the India bond yield, and that bond yield is certainly going higher. So quite interesting to see that as well. Taking a look at some of the commodities, we'll look at the energy mix in a minute. Taking a look at some of the commodities, we've got wheat up strongly. Again, in the report, the soft commodities were looking pretty strong. Gold is weaker. Sitting at 1832, this 1800 level, pretty important for gold. Silver, we turn neutral because we are now bearish below the cloud on all 3 time frames, and really if we break this 20 mark, we turn bearish on silver, and we've got downside targets suggesting that may well happen. So long term, we've got some very big upside targets for silver, but it looks like we've got to go down before we go up, and that's the whole point of time horizon. Platinum and palladium, and we mentioned we'd turn bearish on, neutral on palladium long term, and that is looking more bearish as well. Copper, a very interesting one, just in this consolidation phase, just testing the cloud here, but again, a break higher. We've got 17% upside target there. Copper could really run after that long run, long consolidation. A move above 5 would be very significant there. US 10-year yields up slightly at 2.87%. We've got this downside target, but this big upside one to 4% if we break to new highs. Taking a look at the energy mix, Brent crude sitting at 117. We're in a new contract, of course, so we're seeing that move there. WTI contract has actually just broken higher and finding support there, so really quite key. US nat gas, we were neutral today to clients, below the cloud on the 60-minute, but an upside target. So conflicting signals there. The one place we were quite bullish for today, and we said today was the day, was on carbon, and we're breaking that 85 level. We're back below it at the moment, but we do have this target to 86, and we've got targets to the upside. So a recovery, consolidation above that 85 level looks like we'll run. Gas prices down quite significantly, TTF down 5%, NBP down nearly 12%, quite a strong pullback there, so that's quite key. And German power sitting at 235, that trend is incredible, and keep an eye out for our European power report for the month, which will come out today. That's it for today. Until Monday, because we're off for 2 weeks for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee in the UK, Platinum Jubilee, sorry. Until Monday, have a great long weekend. Happy charting. See you then.